Welcome to another awesome day of FileMaker training. I'm Richard Carlton, creator of fmtraining.tv, where every day at 1 o'clock Pacific time, we are doing FileMaker training on the world's most awesome platform. So today is interesting because we have a lot of hot news. We are here at Claris headquarters, which is always exciting. If you want to support the channel, once again, this is totally free. The content here is free. Most of all our files are free. But if you want to support the channel, purchase one of the training bundles. We greatly appreciate it. It really helps us out quite a bit. It keeps the lights on, and it frankly allows me to pay Margaret and all the other people that help with the live streams because it's a large team. May not only seem like it's just Richard and Margaret or intermittently Nick will be here. So we have to fund all that. Plus there's video editors and things like that. So we greatly appreciate that. So, okay, we're now going to start the kind of this open kind of Q&A. We have some questions are but if it's a relevant question, Margaret, this is what, okay, if you're a professional FileMaker person or you work at Claris, you should be prepared to say, I don't know the answer, right? That's a possible answer here that I might have is I don't know, okay? But after 30 some odd years, I have pretty good grasp of most things. And if I don't know it, there's a reason for that. So keep in mind a number, okay. Very, very important concept. This came up earlier in a conversation. So if this is a field over here and I'm just putting values in a field. So hello, that's text, right? If I do that, that's a number field. If I do that, that's a number field. It wrapped, not because of the return, but it wrapped because it ran out of room, okay? A number field in FileMaker is supported by 400 digits on both sides of the decimal, which means 800 positions, 400 each side, okay? If I have this, just forget the styling and the font. Is that a text field or a number field? Because those are all numbers. A number field is a single number.
So I did see this earlier. I was going to ask about it. I know that the answer is text field because I read the conversation earlier, but returns aren't invisible to the number field?
So there's a carriage return or what we call an ASCII 13 or Unicode 13 in there, which is every character in the planet, even in different languages, has a different ASCII number, a different mathematical number that represents it. And the number 13, like if you see this 13 right here, that is what a return character is. So if you have, this is also what we call a return delimited list or a value list, okay? They all mean kind of the same thing, okay? Multiple numbers separated by any sort of delimiter is not a number, it's a text field, okay? It's a text. It should go into a text field, okay? If you have one number, right, then that's a number. If you have space, some spaces and a return and a number, that's text because you got a return character in there. A return character fundamentally is not a number. A return character is not fundamentally lends itself to a number. A number is limited. What goes in a number field is a numerical value and a decimal.
Got it. So a list of numbers becomes text from Jesse.
Correct. Now, FileMaker is pretty flexible, allowing you to get away with stupid like you could name it as number and it would mostly work. Until you got some like weird behavior somewhere in a value list or something, you'd be like, why is that so broke? Why is it weird? And then you realize that you define something incorrectly. Like everyone else, like you have a relationship that doesn't work. And on one side of the relationship is a text value on one side. On the other side is a number value. That might mostly work until the day it doesn't. And then you'll be backtracking like, why? That makes sense. So it's flexible until it's not.
Interesting. Yeah. Okay. So that means number fields can't have literally anything else, right? You can't add a space in a number field or a decimal or...
That's not part of a...
What would you use number fields for then? That means that they'd be really limited in use, right?
Yeah, you put... Okay. I ought to be a smart to put numbers on them.
Okay, yeah, but most numbers you want to put stuff in front of or in between like decimals or commas.
Hot air balloon Kim is going to sell on an invoice. Come to the event. Bring your hot air balloon. It's $322 per pilot or something. Mm-hmm. Well, 322 is going to go in the number field at the bottom of the invoice. Okay. Not 322, return 591.2, return 411.5.
Can text fields round? Question mark.
Sure, it can round it. It's one of the goes how far are you going to go until it quits working, right? All right, so let's just do that. And then I'm going to end with this, right? So here we go. So I'm going to say I've got a block of text And I'm going to say, okay. And I'm going to come down here to block of text. I'm going to go return. I'm going to make it up here, put it up here, put it down like this. So let's start with something pretty easy. 555. Okay. Oh, here, let me do something. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Then I go to script, data viewer, watch, create a new value, round, or let's just start with, well, I guess we could do round. Okay. So here's round. Precision, 0. Number is block of text. Okay. So we say, okay, monitor. So it says 555. So round, it's rounding and it trims that off. Okay. Now, just for fun over here, I'm gonna come over here and change it to I can put a 7 right here, 3, and watch over here, see if it changes it. 1, 2, 3, click. Yep, update. So what if I come over here and I hit return and I put 4, 5, 6? So it rounded the first value and then ignored the rest of it. It acted upon the first value. See, that's the kind of weirdness that, I mean, maybe that's it. That's probably expected in the FileMaker community, but if I've never issued, like, there's a lot of mathematical functions, like you got round and you've got there is truncate, and truncate is just truncate, and then it lops off. Round is actually deciding to go up or down. Truncate just is like a cleaver.
Oh, so it doesn't take
off.
into account of what the decimal versus the
Off
last
and
number
stuff.
is.
All right. Well, I've been called to the principal's office at Claris, so I'm gonna have to let everyone go. Margaret, you want to roll the?
I'll
Tomorrow,
roll the credits. Have a good
tomorrow
one.
is performance optimization, right?
Yes, with not
Jonathan
Jacob
Ray.
Taylor, with Jonathan Ray. Yeah.
Jonathan Ray. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, everyone.
Have a good one, everybody. Goodbye.